I quit my 9 to 5 job to become a full-time content creator. In the spirit of Christmas, this is me wearing like a two-piece Christmas clothes. But hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Judith. If this is your first time here, you're welcome. And hey, look who got a new mic. Me! So guys, I finally decided to get a mic. I don't even know what I'm doing, Joe. Let me stop embarrassing myself. Oh well, so back to the topic. I've been saying it on my YouTube feed, saying young content creators quit their 9 to 5 job just to venture into YouTube. I know sometimes having a physical job can be very demanding, but hey, there is no kind of job you want to do that is not demanding. Even if you want to start up your own personal business, even content creating is not that easy. From the editing, in fact, from the filming to the editing, to the thumbnails, to the picture you need to use for your thumbnail, like it is a whole lot. Some people actually script their videos. I don't script my video. I just have the topic I want to do and I put it out here. So it all also depends on kind of content creation you would want to venture into. Before you quit your 9 to 5 job, you also have to ask yourself, how financially stable are you? And how soon are you sure you're going to start seeing that cash come from YouTube? Social media now is really making waves all over the world. A lot of people are earning a living from social media. Like, there is no doubt in that. But you who already has something going on for you, like let's say you have your job going on for you and you feel like content creation is what you want to leave your job for, because I've watched a couple of content creators who left their jobs and ventured into content creation, be it posting on YouTube, Instagram, just online generally. These people has actually made some financial income before they moved squarely into YouTube. Take for instance some of these big popular content creators. Some, not all of them. Some of them actually started, content creation from the scratch. They didn't probably have a major job they were doing. They actually ventured into content creation right from beginning and they focused mainly on it. Whether it started generating income for them at that time, they didn't really care. What they wanted was just to be putting out content for people to enjoy, and luckily for them, they started making money out of content creation. But for those of us who are the 9 to 5ers, who is still doing our 9 to 5 job and then wanted to quit your 9 to 5 job for content creation. Well, it is a good move if you ask me, but be sure that your financials is stable. Like, there are some content creators who have financial backings, probably from their parents, from spouses. Like, I know some of the YouTube content creators that I've watched who actually quit their 9 to 5 job to do YouTubing because these people already have financial backings. They have spouses. For the female ones, some already have spouses who actually support them financially. And so even when they were working and doing YouTube and they felt that the two of them was too much on them, they had to quit the or whatever job they were doing to start doing YouTube. And guess what? They started making money. This is because they already have a financial backing. Some who already have a 9 to 5 job was already getting endorsements while they were content creators. Some were doing paid adverts or paid promotions. And on YouTube, once you're doing a paid promotion or you're called upon to do an advert or a promotion, you're paid for it. That's why you see some videos, you see where by the side of a video, probably left or right, if it's a paid advert, you will see where it's written include paid promotion. So they are paid for that advert. It is not free. So some of them have actually had these things, these incomes trooping in for them. So they were able to see that YouTubing is actually making or content creation. I'm talking about YouTube actually. So let me just focus on YouTube. So they said that YouTube is already paying their bills or there's money from YouTube. And then after they've gotten some of this money, they decided that, okay, this promotion I was paid for, their 9 to 5 job has not paid them that kind of amount in like 3 months. Probably is their 3 month salary or 4 month salary, because most times some of these paid adverts are in dollars. So once they've seen that this money is covered up for some of their 3 months, 2 months salary, they'll just tell themselves, what's the point of still continuing my salary paid job where I can do YouTube. And then you see some of them advancing from their 9 to 5 job to doing YouTube. So if this is you thinking that, okay, I want to leave my 9 to 5 job and then venture squarely into YouTube, please consider your financial standing. I'm not talking about those who started online content creation from the scratch, like not having a job, that just ventured squarely into content creation. Those are not the ones I'm talking about. I'm talking about those who already have something going on for them. Those videos where some YouTubers, put out there that they quit their jobs to become content creators. And I saw comments below their sections like, oh, me too. Some people saying that, some YouTubers obviously, that they want to also quit their jobs to become content creators, and they've been trying to consider it. It is not impossible, but just be sure that it is something you can survive on. Be sure that when the challenges start coming, like challenges of content creation, especially when it comes to making that cash, be sure it's something you'll be able to take. Now, another thing you need to know is that in YouTube, there are certain criteria you have to meet before you even join the YouTube partnership program, which is the part where you have to get monetized, because you don't just venture into YouTubing and you start making money. Before you even get monetized, you have to get certain amount of subscribers and you have to meet certain threshold. The subscribers is for you to meet. If you're a starter, you have to meet 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. And that you get that 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers is not yet a guarantee that you will get paid. Because some people go to buy views, some people go to buy subscribers. That doesn't count because some of these things are bots. So even if you go and get 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers, if they are fake, your money will still be in 0.000 cents until you start gaining organic views. That is when you start to see some money in your YouTube account. And again, even as a growing channel, you could actually even still make money by paid promotions. You could be lucky and then you get called for advert, even though you have 500 subscribers, you could get paid for adverts. So if you organically garner your subscribers and your watch hour, then when the views start trickling in, you have to have some amount of, you have to be getting organic views, likes, comments, shares, all of it put together helps you to be able to start making money on YouTube. You might not have all of them completely, like, always having the comments, always having the shares, but when the views are coming in and they are organic views, in quote, organic views, then your money begins to pile up gradually. And again, for you to know, the third thing is that you have to meet a threshold of $100. Yeah, before you get paid, you have to meet, I don't know, I want this thing to face me so that, yeah, you have to meet $100 threshold every month for you to be able to get paid. So the more views, the more organic views you get, and these other things required of you, like probably the comments, the shares, the likes, the more of it you get, the more money you get. But remember that there are also tax that is being collected. The tax that is being collected from YouTube is choking like a choke. Hey, like you're making money from YouTube, but the tax is slashing it all. So for you to be able to leave something that is paying your bills at the moment, or something that is actually getting you finances every month, because I don't know if your salary is enough to pay your bills, but at least for something to be going into your account every month is something. So if you have a job that is paying your salary every month, think twice if YouTube is something you want to actually leave it for to do. And make sure that you've actually set up your YouTube channel, you've already had it sorted out before you make that move. Like, I have a 9 to 5 job I'm doing, and I used YouTube as my side hustle. So even if whatever income YouTube generates for me is just something that is on the side, and even at that, even if it still brings that income to me, I can as well continue my 9 to 5 job and still be doing YouTube. And for you to actually make sure your videos are easier, you have to be sure that you're not making lots of mistakes. That's why a lot of people script their videos so that they don't have to take so long in editing their videos, because editing is a lot of work. Putting out content that people will like, that will go viral, that people would accept, that YouTube will be able to push to the community to watch, is a whole lot. So these are the things you have to put in place. Like, you have to think about what kind of niche you're going to do, what kind of niche you're going to go into. Is it a niche that will be acceptable by people? What is the trending topic? And even if the topic is trending, is it something that when you go into, YouTube will be able to recognize your own? This is not to discourage anyone. Rather, it's to encourage you. For some people that feels that, like, okay, they want to, like some content creators that feel like they want to leave their jobs or their businesses, particularly what I've been saying is 9 to 5ers, wanting to quit their jobs to venture into YouTube. It is something you should think twice. Although I know some of these comments, they are just, I don't want to say they are just comments. I see the comments, and of course, probably some of them might have been thinking of that. Yeah. So they obviously they know they will have to put things in place. Some people actually take that risk. Some people are risk takers. They will damn all consequences and tell you they don't really care what happens. All they know is they've made up their mind to go into content creation, and whatever that happens, they know that they are going to, stand their ground and make sure that it goes well. Like, they push out their content or their channel to grow, which is a good thing. But an advice, or I know nobody means this advice, do they? But I'm just saying, if you have a 9 to 5 job, make sure you put everything in place. If you're among those that want to venture into YouTube, you want to quit your job to become a content creator, please make sure you have put everything in place. Make sure you've given it a second thought, and be sure it is a decision you really want to take, not just because you're seeing all the videos online about people quitting and you think it's that easy. Remember, there are some underground work that some of these content creators have actually done before they became like big YouTubers. When I started YouTube, nobody told me about its challenges. I didn't even venture into YouTube with anybody's advice. I didn't even watch any video. I just ventured into YouTube out of just for the like of it, until I started saying that, okay, there are things that are attached to YouTube. You could make money from YouTube. And then I started taking it seriously. So, but I still had my job, or I still have my job, which I do. I didn't just leave it and say, okay, let me face it. Because when I started seeing the things that were involved in YouTubing, I was like, whoa, is this something I can cope with? Like, how do I want to be doing my job and doing this? So before you make that decision, be sure you have put everything on ground. Be sure it's a long-term goal, that you know that even when you quit your job, YouTube is something you've already made up your mind that this is clearly what you want to do for as long as you can do it. I'm trying to show you guys my Christmas PJ, like Christmas jumpers is given, snowman, Christmas tree, and all of that. It's really cute. I saw it and I decided to pick it up, and here I'm loving it. And it's so soft and warm. Anyway, sorry for that short diversion. Well, so these are the things I just needed to put out here, that if you want to quit one for the other, please let it be a decision that you've made based on the fact that you already have your backings, you already have your grounds well prepared, okay? And like I was saying, some guys already, before quitting their, jobs, some already even have financial backing. Some have been into content creation. Some have made, promoted adverts. They got paid. Some have actually experienced what it was like to get money from YouTube before they now decided to quit their jobs and venture into YouTube. So there are various factors you have to check. I just felt I should do this video out here, even though no one asked for my opinion and no one asked for my advice, but I just felt I should put it out there, because it was not making us that are working like we're not serious with our life if we don't quit our job to enter YouTube. Honestly, because there's a lot on my YouTube feed. Yeah, there's a lot. I've been seeing those videos. Like, I'm like, what is going on YouTube? Why are you suggesting these videos for me? I know I watched about 2 ladies who quit their job and ventured into YouTube, but because I watched it, YouTube started recommending every video that has to do with people quitting their 9 to 5 job to actually venture into YouTube. And I'm like, what is going on? So this is a thing, or is it just me that is seeing it? And these are not old videos. They are like recent videos of some content creators quitting their jobs to go into YouTube. And when I go to the comment centers, I'm not am I the only unserious one who doesn't want to quit my job to venture into content creation, to venture into YouTubing? Like, am I the only one? It's making me look like I'm an unserious content creator. Yeah, of course, when you're doing 9 to 5, you will be hardly consistent. Yeah, because you're the only person, you're doing two things at the same time. Your job demands your attention. Content creation, YouTubing, also demands your attention because you have to film videos, you have to edit, you have to be consistent. This is what I was trying to remember. Consistency. You have to be consistent with putting out video out there. So if you are not giving one attention, you are definitely giving the other one attention. And that is why I feel some content creators feel like, okay, I don't think my job can pay me as much as YouTube is paying me, because they've seen how much YouTube pays and they're like, instead of me giving my attention to a job that is not really paying me well, like the money I made on YouTube is my salary for 3 months. So why can't I just face it squarely? Which is understandable. Like if you've seen some finances out of YouTube, it's okay for you to make that decision, get yourself prepared and just face it squarely and be consistent. But if it's something you're still growing, like some of the comments I've seen, and I clicked on their, pages, and I see some of these YouTubers are like on 1,000 subscribers, 2,000. I'm not saying you can't do it with that. Some are even less than that. And then I'm seeing they're making comments like, I'm also planning to quit my job to do YouTubing because YouTubing demands so much of my attention, And I'm like, okay, is it really necessary? Probably you should give this a second thought. After watching this video, give it a second thought. Be sure that it is something you want to do. Be sure you've dotted your T's and, you crossed your T's and dotted your I's. Be sure that it is something you want to do. Okay? So thank you so much for watching this video and I'll see you next time.